Start with John Corrales.
Jaylen, Brad just talked about how teams are fragile and you guys need to be invested in each other. What does that really mean, and how do you guys get to that point where you are invested in one another?
We just have to have more enthusiasm for the game. I mean, it's basketball. This is what, we get paid a lot of money to do. We got to come out and play, regardless of how we might feel emotionally about whatever. Just got to come out and play basketball and do our jobs. Everything else that's attached to it doesn't really even matter. We all grown men. We all are, made it this far. At this point in our career, so we just need to act like it.
Adam Himmelsbach.
Yeah, and obviously you've been around a lot of these guys for several years and have a good sense of kind of roster construction and things like that. What do you feel like this team, like as it's built, is kind of, do you have what you guys need to really make a move in these playoffs, or with the trade deadline coming up, do you think this team needs a new piece?
My job is to just come out and play basketball and inspire guys and to play hard and to compete to win. And I haven't done the best job at that. And that's something that has been a challenge, for me. And I accept that challenge. I accepted that challenge at the beginning of the year. So ultimately, I got to do a better job of, being a leader. So that's all I have to say.
Mark Murphy.
Hi, Jaylen. You guys have had trouble closing out games lately, especially the last few. Is the pressure coming to bear down the stretch now? Just what do you pin that on?
It shouldn't be, but I think like when adversity hits, when you get put in situations where you're uncomfortable in life or on the basketball court, I mean, that's the time where you show what you're made of. And as a group, in the fourth quarter, we've fallen apart a lot of times. A lot of games that we were in and things like that, that we could have won, we didn't for whatever reason, mentally or physically or, however you want to draw it up. But, fourth quarter is supposed to be winning time, and it's been the time that we haven't been absolutely together.
Brian Robb.
Jaylen, you talked about leadership earlier there and wanting to be better leader. What kind of things do you look at yourself like in this team situation right now? Do you want to do as a leader better, given where you guys are at right now?
Anything and everything. My mom always told me to keep an open mind. So, there's different ways to lead. So maybe the way that I've been trying to, hasn't been working. So, try other ways to be a leader and be a better leader and learn and grow and make adjustments and things like that. But that's something that, I've always tried to work on and improve on. And I haven't done a good job of leading this group. So I lose sleep at night because of that.
Gary Washburn.
Hey, Jaylen, is this situation up to the players? I mean, do you guys have to have like a team, players only meeting? Do you guys have to come together amongst each other? It just seems like the energy and the effort is not always 100%. Tonight, you let Hield get going. They scored 26 points in the first 8 minutes. Then they're going to be there for the rest of the game. It just seems like the effort is kind of in and out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's clear as day. Like you said, it is. And as a collective, everybody is equally responsible. Like our energy has been flat. Like you can see it from the TV screen, from the stands. Like we haven't came out with that pop that we used to, where we've been aggressive and attacked teams like we have in the past, and it's tough. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Tom Westerholm.
Hey, Jaylen. Brad talked about how fun, like when games are fun, it kind of follows from effort. Has it been difficult, especially with kind of everything else that's going on in the world, for the game to be kind of fun for everyone this year?
in hindsight, you know, we probably will be able to make that, you know, have that conversation. But in the middle of it, there's no time or room for excuses. So I don't know how to answer that question in the moment. Maybe in hindsight, we'll be able to give you a better answer. But right now, we just need to figure it out. Right now, we just need to be better. Right now, we don't need to give up. Right now, we need to fight and put our best foot forward every single day. We owe ourselves that, our families that, and, you know, the Boston community that. So that's what I'm focused on. And I'm trying to focus on as well as inspiring that, putting that in the guys around me so they feel confident every time they step out on the floor, and the energy flows a little bit better than what it has been.
Final question, John Corrales.
Jaylen, you mentioned it. Marcus mentioned it earlier today about personal stuff off the floor, making it harder. Obviously, I'm not asking you to reveal what personal details that might be, but how much does this situation, everything that's happening on the court, the crush of games, how much does that magnify what's been happening, and how tough does that make it to get over that kind of stuff or compartmentalize it?
I don't think I've mentioned, that all year. I've gotten questions, but I don't let that be an excuse. Like, in hindsight, we'll probably be able to make, you know, annotations or whatever about that. But right now, like I said, we got to figure out, you know, how to put our best foot forward, regardless of, you know, whatever else is affecting the world. It's like it's other teams and, you know, other places that's being affected as well. And we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the Boston community. We owe it to our families to come out and put our best foot forward. So I don't like introducing excuses into the mix. I think it distorts energy. We just got to come out and play better. But, you know, maybe in hindsight, that conversation could be had, but not right now.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Jaylen.